So it's been 1 week since we've had temperatures down in the mid lower 20s. So we're going to go around and look at how everything looks, starting with tomato greenhouse right here, which, as you imagine, probably didn't fare too well from the clip you saw earlier. So last night it got down to, looks like about 21. The night before it was 25, but it was windier. The thing that's not a good sign is I do not hear the heater on over here. Yesterday morning I did come out and it was running, and it was 31, which was below freezing anyways. And oh no, it's actually keeping up. It is. Where are we? Right there. 39 degrees in there. So it actually stayed above freezing. Well, cool. It's actually a pretty good sign there. It's all frosty on the tunnel. And again, the night before, it was 31 in there and it ran all night long, but the wind took the temperature out of there quicker. There's a little bit of freeze damage down towards the end. I'll take you in there this a little bit later and show you what it kind of looks like. Rest of the property, we got a good frost, it looks like. And of course, we got a very hard freeze. This crunchiness, that's not a good sign. Those fuller, mature heads don't harden off as well as the younger ones do. So this bed's most likely toast. Radishes, the tops froze, they're toast. Same thing with the turnips. The purple tops will make it. I don't know about this lettuce. It's all full of weeds too. We'll see how it does. It's the other, that same kind that was over there, but it's younger. And then my watermelon radishes and daikons and hakurais. So, oh, and the spinach over here, of course. We got lizard and winter giant, I believe. And then carrots. We'll see how it all does. We'll find out this afternoon. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately, and more about transitioning into the winter time and playing for next season. So throughout the winter and hopefully next summer as well, we're going to be doing a Q&A live here on Facebook through my channel. It'll be the third Thursday of the month, 5 o'clock Central. So I hope to see you all there. So all in all, I mean, I've still got tomatoes ripening in here, but the problem is I lost pretty much all of the foliage. We still have some green down here, so the plants are staying alive and the tomatoes are still maturing. The real issue is in the cherry tomatoes. They did not like it at all. I think it was that morning when I came out and the temperature was 31 degrees in here. You know, up towards the top they're still green, but the skins have gotten really thin too, so when I pick them, like right here, we try to get the top to pop off because they rot real quick. They're splitting just like that. Is it gonna grab me? Maybe not, but you can see where it's starting to split. Yeah, right there, very quickly. So I think this is pretty much done for the season, which is good. Give me a chance to tear the thing down and actually build this other bed that I never built. So next up is the newly planted caterpillar tunnel. And it's all doing really good in here. No damage, no problems. Kale's sizing up nicely. Spinach is doing good. I saw one or two wanting to bolt. I mean, it's been nice enough in here that we have tomatoes popping from the cherry tomatoes that were in here 2 years ago. And still working on my last planting. Like I said last time, I wanted to hold off until we got through the rest of the cold. So I've started planting, and it looks like we've had something in here eating some of our starts because they're pulled up out of the ground. My guess would probably be a rabbit clipped off at the soil, or a rat. Have to get the cats back in action. High tunnel still growing strong. I didn't even try. Parsley apparently is bulletproof. The celery's still looking good. It's starting to yellow a little bit, but the main thing I've noticed is, I was in here harvesting earlier, is that when it freezes, which I just broke off that piece, the middle rib here gets inflated because it does something, it like freezes the water out or something. And this is still, I mean, crispy and tastes good. But you can see from the bunch of asparagus I've never moved, that did get cold. Kale, still doing good. Just harvested a bunch. I did notice the aphids come in on it though. So now that's something I gotta be vigilant about. I've always had problems with that in this greenhouse. So really, I think I'm gonna freeze this thing this year. I'm not even gonna plant the extra lettuce I have in here. Been going for 3 years. I'm gonna freeze it, start again in spring. Now here was a big surprise here. This all-star mix, or lettuce mix, I think this came from High Mowing maybe. It's still kicking along pretty good. I expected it to have more damage. I mean, I've got some bolty going on, but the leaves are still look just fine. I expected that to be toast. It does have enough damage in it that I don't want to keep harvesting it because of that tip burn right there. There's enough of it scattered throughout that I'll make cleaning it very much a pain. But I mean, we've still got beautiful looking stuff in there, amazingly enough. The one part that actually did surprise me a little bit is our leaf lettuce. Down here, not so bad. It still looks really good. But we got some major freeze burn in here. See right down in there. See all the tip burning, especially down in here. Really surprised. Usually this is super hardy. Like all of our butters got hit really hard, but it's continued to grow, so I'm just gonna have to kind of harvest around it because this was going to be next month, at least next couple weeks worth of harvest in here, because it's going to really stop growing very quickly. But all the mature stuff got bit. All the stuff in the middle is looking great. Another thing that surprised me is arugula. I thought it was toast. It is actually up and growing, and look at that, it's even bolting. I think, yeah, that's arugula. It's deciding to go to seed. So it got a little shocked, but it's still alive. Of course, this mysterious lettuce mix, that if anybody knows what this is, please let me know, because I have a bag of this and I'm not sure which one it is. Really beautiful mix. A little bit of damage, but not bad. But it's just a really nice mix. Very slow growing, but it's ideally what I'm looking for. Of course, carrots are doing good. Spinach as well, which it actually looks like. I can start harvesting this. That's cool. Other spinach. So this is the winter giant. This is lizard over here, more rounded leaf. I found it does really good in the winter here. Let's see, these are my Hawker Eyes. I think this whole bed's Hawker Eyes. Yeah. They actually, I thought, had gotten a little bit damaged, but we're just about golf ball size. So they're good to go. They bounced back nicely. I was worried about them. Watermelon radishes, on the other hand, did not take too kindly to that freeze. They're pretty much look like they might bounce back, but they're just, they never really formed anyways. Daikons, of course, still look beautiful, as they typically do. Oh yeah, These are looking nice. These are the little mini max. This is like near the ideal size for them. You do not want them to freeze hard because they will go bad. So we'll pull some of those for market. Solid mix as well. It's getting overtaken by henbit. I'm probably going to terminate this bed just because I want to get the weeds out, not let them go to seed. Purple top turnips, slow as always. No root formation, they're going. The radishes really got hit hard. These were Easter eggers, and the tops just look horrible. And they really got decimated. Size-wise, were really nice. I can bring these out and top these, and they'll store for months. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to bunch them. That one kind of feels spongy. I might have to cut into them too, make sure they did not completely freeze on top. Because if they froze on top, then they are no good. So we'll stop here and cut one. So in all actuality, that looks pretty good. I cut it open, it's still juicy. I did cut another one open, and it looked like it might have been getting a little pithy on the top. But all in all, not too bad. I'm rather surprised. I have had very, very low hopes on these, and really did not account for time to harvest them either. All of my beets did great. I was a little worried. They looked a little smashed to start with. Same thing with all the golden beets over here. Did great. And then we got our broccoli and our Brussels sprouts. Broccoli here, Brussels sprouts here. Brussels sprouts, I'm not too sure are going to make it in time. They seem a little late. Kale is now rocking. Winter boar versus Arun, I don't know. This is supposedly like a bulletproof kale after my darker boar incidents where it didn't just quite develop. But this one has a really good curly leaf on it. I like it. I might be growing it next year. Cabbages, they're trying to head. They're pushing. If we get aphids in them, it's very, very bad. So we will see. But they're starting to head. And then the other ones down at the end, which are my round cabbages, which I never have any luck with. Are hanging out doing pretty good. And all in all, they're just starting to head for me. See right there in the center. They're just starting to head out. So who knows? They're supposed to be a really strong winter variety. They're a little bit different down here at the end, where stuff was slightly outside of the range. I mean, all in all, I am extremely, extremely satisfied with the way things look right now. I really thought with those really early cold snaps going down as far as it did, that we were going to have major loss out here. I did not have any hopes for anything. I hope that one's going to make it. Anything over there in that field block. I did triple cover that lettuce, but I didn't cover anything else. I figured that'd all be toast. This one I wasn't sure about because it was so new, and like I said, it just had not hardened off. We did not have enough times with the lower temperatures to actually get the effects of the hardening off that we needed. But I did intentionally choose very, very winter hardy varieties in this section in particular. So that worked out great. But like I said, all in all, I'm pretty darn happy. I mean, even the carrots out here, they're still growing. As babies they are, and they probably won't make it. That was another experiment just to get the germination technique down really, really good and pat. Made it through a 21-degree night and a 25-degree night. Since then, we haven't even had a frost. So, you know, that's just the way it is around here. But, as always, hope you all like what you saw here today. Thought it was useful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also remember, third Thursday of the month, we do a Q&A live, 5 o'clock Central. Thank y'all. Have a good day. And yes, everything in the U-pick is dead except for a little bed of kale.